They tell you building wealth takes a lifetime. But Finn is here to prove you can start from zero. Today, in just 10 minutes, we're taking you inside the real, raw process of Finn from zero and the steps he's taking right now to change everything.
The morning after the credit card hit zero, Finn woke up and did something he had not done in 10 months. He checked his bank account without bracing himself first. No debt balance to check, no minimum payment due, no interest accumulating in the background on something he owed. Just his current account, his emergency fund, and his retirement savings, all moving in one direction. He lay there for a moment longer than usual. Then he got up, made coffee, and opened his notebook to the page that said, "What comes next?" Because being debt-free was not the destination. It was just finally having a clear road to drive on. The plan had always been clear. Finn had written it down months earlier when the credit card was still at $1,203, and the end was visible, but not yet real. The moment the debt cleared, every dollar that had been going toward it would redirect immediately to the emergency fund. No lifestyle inflation, no reward spending, the momentum carrying forward without interruption. He had made that commitment to himself, and he intended to keep it. But sitting with his coffee and his notebook on the morning after, Finn found himself thinking more carefully about what the emergency fund actually needed to look like now. Not as a symbolic gesture or a started thing, but as a real functional financial buffer that could absorb a genuine emergency without sending him back to where he had been. He had calculated the target months earlier. 3 months of essential expenses at minimum, 6 months as the fuller goal. With the full credit card payment amount now redirecting to the emergency fund each month, a meaningful contribution significantly larger than the small amounts he had been able to direct there while the debt was still the priority, the timeline to the 3-month target was now genuinely visible. He texted Jordan, "Debt is 0, starting the emergency fund properly today." Jordan replied in 4 seconds, "Same, my debt is nearly there too. What counts as a proper emergency fund exactly?" Finn smiled at that, Jordan asking the right question at the right time. He wrote the answer out for himself first, then he sent it. Here is what Finn wrote in his notebook that morning, the clearest articulation of the emergency fund that he had arrived at after 10 months of thinking about it, living without one, and watching it slowly begin. An emergency fund is not a savings account. The distinction matters. A savings account is money you accumulate towards something, a holiday, a car, a deposit, an opportunity. It has a purpose, and when that purpose arrives, you spend it. An emergency fund is money you accumulate toward nothing. Its entire purpose is to be untouched. Its value is not in what you do with it, but in what it allows you to avoid doing, specifically adding new debt every time life delivers something unexpected. The emergency fund sits in a separate account, labeled clearly, not invested in anything volatile, not mixed with spending money or holiday savings or any other category, accessible within a day or two if genuinely needed, but genuinely difficult to reach for casually, separate enough that the friction of moving it requires a real decision rather than a convenient habit. 3 months of essential expenses is the minimum target, not total monthly spending, essential expenses only. Rent, utilities, basic food, transport, phone. The costs that continue whether life is going well or not. Everything else is discretionary and does not count toward the emergency fund calculation. 6 months is the fuller target. The reason for the range is that different people have different risk profiles. Someone in a stable, long-term employment situation with marketable skills and a strong professional network can reasonably operate toward the lower end of the range. Someone self-employed, in a volatile industry, with fewer immediate employment alternatives, or with dependents, should aim toward the higher end or beyond it. Finn was employed and relatively stable. 3 months felt like the right initial target. 6 months was the longer goal he would build toward once the 3-month figure was secure. He calculated the exact number for each. He wrote both figures in his notebook with the date beside them. Then he did something new. He opened his emergency fund account and renamed it. Not emergency only, which was what he had called it since the night after the car breakdown. Something more specific. He renamed it with the 3-month figure as the target right in the account name itself. Seeing the target every time he opened the account made the distance between where he was and where he needed to be visible. Not as a source of shame, as a navigational tool, a constant reminder of what the contributions were building toward. He sent Jordan the full explanation, the distinction between savings and emergency fund, the essential expenses only calculation, the 3 to 6 month range, and what determined where someone should aim within it, the separate account, the clear label. Jordan read it. Then Jordan sent back something that surprised Finn. A screenshot. Jordan's own emergency fund account, newly opened, named with a target figure. Balance at 0, but labeled and ready. Starting today, Jordan wrote. Properly this time. Finn looked at that screenshot for a moment. 10 months ago, Jordan had told him that credit card debt was basically normal and not to worry about it. 10 months of watching Finn navigate his own finances, sometimes badly, sometimes well, always honestly, had moved Jordan from comfortable avoidance to opening an account and naming it with a target on the same morning his friend's debt cleared. Finn had not set out to change Jordan's relationship with money. He had only set out to change his own. But the people around us watch what we do more than they listen to what we say. And what Finn had done, quietly and imperfectly across 10 months, had been visible. He put his phone down and added one more line to his notebook. Beneath the emergency fund targets and the account name and the calculations, he wrote, "The point of getting your own finances right is not just about you." Then he closed the notebook and started his day.
Being debt-free is not the finish line. For most people, it is the moment the real financial journey actually begins. Because for the first time, the money coming in is not already spoken for by the money going out of a debt. Here is what I want you to take from this episode. The first lesson: understand the difference between an emergency fund and a savings account. One is for something, the other is for nothing, and its value is entirely in remaining untouched until a genuine emergency arrives. Keep them separate. Label them clearly. Never mix them. The second lesson: calculate your emergency fund target using essential expenses only, not your full monthly spending, not what you wish you spent, the costs that would continue even if everything else stopped. Multiply by 3 for your minimum target. Multiply by 6 for your fuller goal. Write both numbers down. Name your account with the target. Make the destination visible every time you open it. The third lesson is the quieter one, and perhaps the most important one in this entire episode. The people around you are watching what you do with money, not because they are judging you, because humans learn from proximity, from watching someone they trust navigate something difficult and come out the other side. You do not need to give financial advice to influence the people you care about. You just need to get your own finances right. Consistently, honestly, in plain sight. The rest tends to follow. The content in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial professional before making any financial decisions. Finn's emergency fund was growing faster than it ever had before. Jordan's was growing for the first time. But money rarely stays simple for long. And just as things were moving cleanly in the right direction, something Finn had never thought properly arrived to complicate the picture. Tax season. Episode 17 is where Finn does his taxes for the first time and discovers he has been thinking about them completely wrong.